So hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're out doing some roving on a little stream that runs through the woodland. You may have seen me fish it a few times in the past. And we are actually hitting it with the lures. I'm hoping for chub, I'm hoping for one or two. It's a time of the year when they're really lethargic. -3 last night, very cold, the canals are already frozen over. So these fish are going to be very lethargic. So we're going to be slow jigging. I'm using small baits, 6cm Zilla Flanker is what I'm using today, the Berkeley Zilla Flanker. So fingers crossed I'll be able to pick up a few fish on that today. The sun's come up, which means I've got a little bit warmer, can warm my fingers up, and hopefully I can pick out one or two of these chub from this stream. I'm going to be targeting the slack waters, jigging the bait very, very gently along the bottom, basically dragging it along the bottom through the snags, and hopefully we'll get some fish. I'm also hoping for perch too. We might even come across a jack pike or two, you never know. But main target is chub. If I can get one chub, I'll be a very happy man today. Let's crack on. It's not going to help me, is it? Falling in. Because obviously I'm keeping my fingers crossed for chub today, they are going to be quite lethargic. So basically it's going to have to, oh that was a bump then. Basically it's going to have to be just dragging the bait across the bottom, because they're not going to be in super hunting mode coming flying after it. So we're just going to have to be dragging the bait along the bottom and just gently twitching it. Slow jigging's all about. That is perfect. It's right into a deep hole. I know it's down that margin. Fish, fish, chub, chub. I knew there was chub in this swim. I just missed a bite from one, and I knew it was a chub bite really, really fast. And now I've got one. That is what we're after. Yes. I didn't think I was going to get another chance after I lost one. Well, I say I lost one. I had a hit from one. I knew it was a chub bite just from how rapid it was. Normally only pike hits it like that, and normally they stay pinned. And there's a big wake as something swam up after it hit it, so I'm assuming it was a chub. And then this hungry boy's taking it. Oh yes! On the little diddy soft plastic. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful cold water stream chub. Let's get him rested down there and we'll take a good look at him. That is awesome. Look at that, absolutely nailed it. Just crushed it at my feet. That fish was taken on the 6 flanker in 6cm, bait that I'm using today. And that is probably one of the bigger fish that I've caught out of this particular stream. And in winter time too, absolute beauty. Got his wonderful silvery winter colours on. Fish of about £3, and put up a right scrap on the ultralight gear and a little tiny shad. Very, very lively for a winter fish, so we'll get this one well rested, get it back, and fingers crossed we'll put some more on the bank. What a wicked fish. This margin, it like bows out and it looks like it's deeper and really slack. Looks snaggy as hell too, but we'll see if there's anything down here. It's an interesting looking spot anyway. Got one, we got one. I'm not sure what that is, I think it's a nice perch. Oh, it's going to be snagged up. I think I lost it. Oh, it come off. It come off, that was a good sized perch I think. I think that was a really nice perch. Oh, I'm gutted. Right, so we've had a fantastic bit of fishing so far, fished for a couple hours. I've managed a nice chub out, and I also have lost a couple of other fish too, one which I know was a chub and the other one which I'm pretty sure was a big perch. So I'm going to move on to another area now where I think there's a good chance of perch. Not too many chub, but I know there's a good chance of perch. So before we go there, I'm going to quickly run through my setup. So I'm fishing a 1 to 8 gram ultralight rod, which is the Berkeley's Urban Red Series 1 to 8 gram, which you'll have seen lots of times on the channel. I've used it for my ultralight fishing a lot. Paired up with the Revo MGX spinning reel, absolutely perfect for this style of fishing. Fish loaded with 6 pound fluorocarbon. We want to be fishing fairly light this time of the year. We're basically buying bites. And then the baits that I've been using, as you'll have seen throughout this video, is the 6 centimeter Zilla Flanker from Berkeley. And that's what's done the damage so far. I've had a nice chub. I've also lost a couple of fish, so it's time to see if we can capitalise on a few more bites in a different area of the river, target some more slack waters, fingers crossed, put a few more fish on the bank before we have to go home. It's been a bit of a bitter day today, but thankfully catching a few fish has started to warm me up a bit. Got a fish, oh it's a perch, it's a perch. One of the targets, well one of the fish I was expecting to catch. Really weird scale pattern, looks like a bird of prey's had hold of him in the past. Just drop him down here. Yeah, definitely, oh a pike's had hold of him. Let's give him a little drop, just down to his margin. I'm hoping for big chub, but we was expecting perch and maybe the odd pike, so that's perfectly fine by me. There we go. Oh, another fish. Oh, it's a better perch. That's a better perch, that one. Should have kept the other one in the net. Oh, just about swingable. Absolutely crushing that bait though, look at that. Nailed it. Beautiful fish. Trying to hold it with my fingertips. Whoa, almost fell in. A wonderfully welcome winter perch. I wonder if there's any more down there. Another perch. Definitely a few down there anyway. Another decent-ish size one. All fairly washed out because the rivers have been coloured for such a long time. We're having lots of heavy rain. Look at the way he ate that. Absolutely choked it. You really just can't get fed up catching these wonderful little fish on a cold day. God, and he choked it. Steady, steady. Oop. See you later, bud. I'm starting to wish maybe I'd put my net in here so I could have been stacking these fish up. So there's a few down there. There we go, and there's another one. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. That might not have been a perch, it might have been a chub. God, a great big swirl after I lost that one. If it was a perch, it would have been a very good one, possibly one close to £2. Oh, that's a much smaller one. The one I've just lost. God, the perch is stacked down here. I can't believe it. Just one after another. Every single cast in this one little spot on this little stream. So when I'm landing, I'm holding them with my fingertips because I don't want to use my gloves. As you can see, this glove isn't wet at all, no slime on it, because I'm just using my fingertips to grab these perch. And look, they are absolutely choking it. They love that bait. Very little. There is a bit of a snag under the water. I can actually see a bit of a boil on the surface, where there's obviously an underwater obstacle that's creating a bit of a slag water on the bottom. I'm casting behind that, and that's where all the perch have been set. Just a bit of brush on the opposite bank, and then there's a snag just next to it, so I'm just casting right there. There we go, there's another one. They're all stacked up behind that snag on the bottom. One after another. I really should have put my net in the water to see how many I can catch. Another beautiful perch. What I'll do is I put my net in the water now, and you can guarantee the bites are going to dry up. That's normally the case, isn't it? I've just had maybe 5 perch one after another, so I'm just going to put my net down in the edge and see if we can gather up a few more. There we go, buddy. I've done this in the past where I've been finding lots of perch in an area, caught 4 or 5, put the net in to be able to savour a few of my catches, and normally that's when the bites dry up, so that's not the case this time. Though I'm guessing I probably won't get another bite now. Usually how it goes. Oh, now it's not how it goes. And it's the biggest one so far. I have to use a net on this one. What a beautiful perch. I can't believe how many perch are stacked in this area. And every single one of them are choking it like that. Every one of them. Absolutely nailing it. Cast it right behind that snag I was telling you about. It's just up there. See if there's any more stacked behind it. There we go, there is. And it's another decent sized one too. God, look at that rod bend. Ooh, just loosen that drag off a little bit. God, he's getting some big head shakes. I could have had a net of probably 10 perch. The rate this is going. If I'd have started putting them in the net as soon as I started catching. That bait's getting some battering now, getting a bit of the paint rubbed off because of how many fish I've caught on it. Now there we have it, 2 of the bigger fish from all the ones I've just caught from this swim. I wish I'd have put my net in the water right at the start. I didn't expect to get more than 1 or 2 perch from the swim. I ended up catching more like 9 or 10, including this 4 that I've just managed to keep in the net. The swim's gone quiet now. I can only assume I probably caught most of these fish from the swim. But that is fantastic sport on a cold winter's day. It's about 1 degree at the minute. Awesome bit of fishing. That bait has absolutely killed it. Those fish were destroying it. Let's get these ones back. There we go, fish on, fish on. Oh, it's a trout, it's a brown trout. Damn it, not what I was after today. So there he is, beautiful little brown trout, washed out. Let him go, not what we expected today, but we got it anyway. And it looks like everything's loving these baits. Well, it doesn't happen very often, but it's happened today. I went and forgot to film my ending when I was at dinner. But I had a fantastic session. It is freezing cold. Last night it was about -3. Tonight I think it's going to be -4 or 5. So really, really cold weather now. So I'm really thankful for the fish I caught. Caught loads of fish on that flanker. I'll leave a link to that down in the description below, as well as the rest of my setup that I've used. I did also catch a little brownie at the end, although obviously they're out of season. So just a quick hook and a quick release. That's what you do when you catch fish out of season. No fanning around them, no taking pictures. Just get them straight back. So thank you guys for watching. Like I say, if you want to check out the stuff I've used, it'll all be down below. If you want to subscribe, feel free. If you like the video, don't forget to like it, and I'll catch you guys later.